Oh, how's everybody doing? Tim
Pretty good.
Tully here. Dorm Room 1, Walk-Off Sports Blog, Dorm Talk 5, as you can now see in the title.
Mhm.
I'm joined by my good friends, George Chunius, everybody,
How's it going?
and the Honorable David Souza.
Gentlemen.
Matt's not
And
able to
ladies.
make it this week. He's mourning a loss. So we send our prayers out to the Prisco family,
Always.
obviously.
Wish him the best.
Yes, absolutely. We'll hop right into it right now. NFL Week 4. Patriots had a bye week, but we'll just go around and talk about just anything that caught your eye this weekend, and then I'll talk about how miserable my life as a Cowboys fan is.
I'll let George take this one first.
Yeah.
Why does it say Week 3?
Yeah. I'd say biggest storyline I had the whole weekend was one. First off, I'm not even going to get into how bad the NFL is this year. We'll probably discuss that at some point later. But I know I've ranted about the Eagles in a blog before. The Eagles just irritate me. Chip Kelly irritates me. I have no idea what the game plan is there. DeMarco Murray is like bitching about it after the game. He has every right to bitch. He got what, like 9 carries the whole game? You paid $9 million for him? I have no idea what's going on with them. The kicking game in the NFL, I think Hauschka, Gostowski, and like Seabass are the only good kickers left. in
Dan
the league.
Bailey, watch your
And-
mouth.
Okay.
I have Dan Baylor on my fantasy team. He's a very good kicker.
Whatever. Yeah, but no, but the kicking game in the league is atrocious. I don't know if everyone's just in their heads with the long extra points now or whatever, but what did we had like 4 kickers cut this past week, something like that.
Yeah,
I'm looking for my boy Nate Freeze, BC, to get another look, give him another opportunity.
he was with the Lions last year, right?
Yeah, he was like 2 for 7. They cut him like week 3.
He was good in college. Just
He was. Well, they never tested him in college.
yeah.
But yeah, that's what I got. The NFL's a mess right now.
Dave.
Yeah, kind of building up what George said. Like, has anybody enjoyed these games?
No.
Like, the Colts beat the Jaguars because the Jaguars missed 2 field goals. The Ravens and the Steelers game was awful. The game they put in London to try to get expansion was the Jets and the Dolphins. It was awful. It was terrible. Like, the Bears and the Raiders was one of the better games on the week because like it was just so close, and that was just terrible. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what happened between last year and this year, but the quality of play when you're watching is
Yeah.
just so down.
It's
Yeah.
way down.
And
I think.
then we got a bunch of phony teams too.
Oh
Like,
yeah, we'll do the phony report. We'll come into the phony report.
like,
Mhm.
I think something also too is since there's no like hitting anymore in practice and all that, it takes a little while to get warmed up, but it's just sloppy, dude. It's just
Yeah.
what a sloppy. I don't know, even the good teams, like Denver is good, you know?
Yeah.
Sloppy. And the
Yeah.
Colts are so, I've pronounced the Colts phony from day one. But I'm gonna go the phony report. We'll get into that later.
like the Colts are. Who's gonna win the AFC South? Like,
No
oh
one.
God.
I think no one. I think
Colts
just
won
no
15
one wins.
I saw a stat. The Colts have won 15 straight division games. That's 6 free wins a year?
I mean, the division just
free
has been
season.
horrible.
It's gonna be like the NFC South last year. Like, everybody's just awful.
Like, no one's competed in the AFC South since like that one year that Schaub and the Texans were just randomly good.
Yeah,
that's
when
it.
everybody thought the Texans were like the coming,
Yeah,
and
when
they
they were the
came to New
up-and-coming
Eng-
team,
They came
yeah.
to New England, and Tom
Just got
Brady
spanked,
put him in a coffin.
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like it did the
How
same thing in the
terrible.
AFC Championship.
You guys want to talk about Houston? How terrible was Houston?
Oh my
God.
God.
Smoked.
Yeah. Hard
Oh.
Knocks did them no favors. Shouldn't
Yeah.
have cut Charles James.
Yeah,
Happy
Dan-
sauce.
Yeah, they should have kept Charles James, man.
I like the happy sauce.
And Easy?
Easy. How do you cut Easy?
How do you, dude? They had Easy. They win that game.
Dude, Easy
Dude,
can play for my team any day of the week.
I don't understand how they're so bad. Like, I was like reading Dave Chinappi's blog, and he just made such good points. Like, you have J.J. Watt, who's a Defensive Player of the Year. He's like in the conversation for MVP every season. You have Jadeveon Clowney, who was a first overall pick last year. Yeah, he was hurt, but he's coming back. You thought he was going to be good. And you get Vince Wilfork, who, when he was in New England, was a Pro Bowl type player every single year. So you thought that this defense was going to be this big lethal bully, and they were going to take everyone down. They suck.
Yeah.
I mean, the secondary lets the line down, but the
Yeah.
line. I mean, I'm not making an excuse for the line either. The line didn't look great against the Falcons. Like
Yeah.
Devontae Freeman was just running straight through it.
Yeah, he's like, if we're doing like NFL players of the week, he's fuck 3
Yeah.
touchdowns. 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you guys read, but I wrote the other day about quarterbacks. J.J. Watt, best player in the football. You know,
Yeah.
Ndamukong Suh probably up there as well. Both guys $100
Not
million.
this year.
Both guys are $100 million guys, and they're not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like the best, the 2 best defensive linemen in the NFL. Like,
Yeah.
if you don't have a quarterback, you can't win, and that's why Philbin got fired because he didn't have a quarterback. And granted, he was kind of soft, and you read some of the stuff, but everybody's got their little, there's stuff going on. The 10 longest tenured coaches in the NFL right now, except for Marvin Lewis, have had the same quarterback with their current team for over.
And even Marvin Lewis has kind of lucked out too. He's had Carson Palmer and then Andy Dalton, who like while they've both
they've
been
always been
similar.
good.
Yeah, they're both been similar quality, like B- level quarterback, but they've both been consistent.
Yeah.
Consistent enough where they have their job secure every year.
Yeah, and then all the other teams, like the top 10 longest tenured coaches, you got Flacco in there, you got Brady in there, it's bananas.
Yeah. Can we talk more about the Dolphins actually, while we're on it?
Yeah, go ahead. Like,
let's
go.
talk Dolphins.
You got
Yeah,
free
no,
reign there,
but-
George.
Yeah, I've been beating a dead horse with this for months, or not for months, like for the whole season. But like the whole hype around the Dolphins is ridiculous. The whole hype, before the season, like, oh, this is the year they finally break out. Like, I mean, what do you expect? Like, you mismanage the hell out of that team. You give Ryan Tannehill, what is it, 6 years, $96
Like
million
$160 million.
Yeah. Like they have him through like 2020. He's never been over 500 in his career. And it's not even like a lack of weapons. Like he's got weapons. Like Landry's a solid wide receiver. Rashard Matthews having a good year. I mean, the team was just mismanaged to hell. The front office did a horrible job. Philbin's a horrible motivator. I don't know if anyone saw this Vine of like Philbin like saying like hustle off the field and everyone just like doesn't even look at him and just walks away. Like that team is all over the place. Love Dan Campbell, the new guy, calling Oklahoma drills.
Dude.
That's
Dan
a savage.
Campbell played for the Cowboys back in the day, and he played tight end, and he was like a blocking tight end because he was slow as hell. But there was one where they played against the Redskins, and the dude ripped his face mask off the joint, right? And it was like flapping around, and he was blocking with it flapping the dude, and they didn't call a penalty, and he walked up to the ref, and he had a face mask sticking up, like in hockey when you pull it up.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Are you kidding me?" He's like, "There's no effing face mask, dude. No effing face mask." He's a psycho.
I love it. That's what you need in your head.
I think that's. I mean, I don't know. He's crazier than Rex Ryan, but I'd like to see him there long term. If they can't get Kyle Shanahan, which is what every team in the NFL is going to be thinking.
Yeah, what is it? The Dolphins, like, it's not that I don't like Ryan Tannehill. Like, I've always been a big proponent of Ryan Tannehill. I think he's the second best quarterback in the AFC East.
Well,
like,
it's the tallest midget, dude.
Yeah, it's a very fair point there. I like him. Like, he's shown he's got good ability. Like, his arm, he doesn't have bad arm. It's not like it doesn't make good plays. Like, he doesn't. Not that he has a bad mind. He can think as well as anybody can too. The weapons around him, yeah, he should be producing. Like, especially you have Mike Wallace in all these years past, and you haven't been able to do much. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is with the Dolphins. Maybe it's poor coaching with Philbin, where you have an okay quarterback in Ryan Tannehill, and then you just add Ndamukong Suh on that defensive line there. Like you would expect. Like everybody was expecting the Dolphins to be good, and I was too. I was thinking the AFC East was going to be a battle this year with the Patriots, Bills, Jets, and Dolphins, and then they're still like the Patriots are head and shoulders above everybody else. Still.
Yeah, it's you could think everything started to really go downhill in Miami when they cut Richie Incognito.
My God. Dude, that'd be a hell of an article.
Right? I might throw it up. But
Toss that out.
like Philbin went soft because that's what was going on, and everybody exposed it, and they're like, "Dude, you didn't do anything. You don't care." And then they.
Yeah.
But the practice squad story about Tannehill, where
that's
God,
atrocious.
that's bad.
I mean, that just like shows Brady's like head and shoulders above everyone. Not to bring this back to the Patriots every time, but 500 quarterback, and you're like bitching at practice squad players for trying to make plays and get themselves noticed. Like,
it's so petty too. At the same time, just be like, you throw an interception, you try to be tough, like, all right, well, enjoy your practice squad checks. Like, dude, just like that's when you just go, shit, and then you just like go on to the next play.
Yeah. Be a competitor for me one
Like,
time.
it's it's practice squad people. Like, you don't gotta rub it in their face. Be like, hey, guess what? Like, you're making pennies compared to me. It's like, congrats, dude. Like, cool.
Yeah.
Let's move
I'll
on.
go on his side there too. He did say he never said it, and a bunch of guys backed him up and said money was never a part of it. But he did say like practice squad award or whatever, which is
Yeah.
still so soft.
Yeah,
Yeah,
come
It
on.
makes him look a little better, but it's still
Like, you're a mental
that's
midget at that
charming,
point.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. All right, we'll wrap up NFL. I'll just take a moment of silence for all hopes of the Dallas Cowboys. They had it. Whedon had a 90-yard drive to tie the game up. They had the ball in the red zone 2 times and didn't score touchdowns their first 2 times. Joseph Randle, the almost fumble, almost killed me. My poor dad, man. Well, I was home for the game. We watched it, and just like the Dunbar thing, can it get? You don't play the Patriots, right? So first, like I'll break down this Cowboy Patriots game. I'm thinking, oh, they won't have Brady, so now everybody will be like, oh, you only beat us because we didn't have Brady, right? So then Dez is out, and I'm like, damn it, I said this to you guys. I said, look, when we play the Patriots, I'm just going to be like, oh, we didn't have Dez, it doesn't matter. And then Romo's out, right? And now Gregory's out, and now Dunbar's out. Like, God, it's just...
You guys have no luck, I'll give you that.
Well, the Dunbar play, too, Dunbar shouldn't have returned that kick. He was 9 yards deep in the end zone. He got hit at the 10. Bro...
It's kind of it's kind of your fault at a point,
but
it's
I don't know why you
unlucky.
have a stud like that returning kicks. Like he's not even that good of a kick returner. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's frustrating. So I'm ready to take my lumps on Sunday if it works out that way. I hope everybody will be kind to me on Twitter, and if you're not, I'll remember. I always remember.
Yeah, I feel like at this point it's not even one of those like, ha, you lost, because it's just like
you do it.
It's like we won.
We won. We knew that, like, no offense, like, you don't have your 2 best offensive players. I guess now with Dunbar, like, your 3 best offensive players, like.
Yeah. Like we beat Brandon Whedon. Good for us. Like.
Yeah, it's like saying like, oh, like
that adds a little bit of merit to it for me, right? So say the Cowboys beat the Patriots.
Right.
Oh yes.
You know what I mean? And it's not even. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna do it. The Patriots are so good. They're coming off a bye. They never lose off a bye.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully Hardy can be as bad on the field as he is on.
I think he's gonna be too busy just staring at Giselle the whole time.
Oh my God, that was hysterical.
Dude, that's quote machine stuff though.
He's like, I hope his wife's there. Like, Lord, like,
dude,
are you excited? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
He goes, I'm excited to face Brady. Like, are you excited to see him? He goes, yeah, I'm hoping to see him the same way I saw him last time on his ass. And it's like, dude, that's
a good
funny.
quote.
That's funny. No, I like that. But
that's
then
a good fun shirt.
Just talking like, oh yeah, I hope he brings his wife. Like,
dude, the Giselle chirp though, like that's how like much of a god Tom Brady is. Like your best chirp is like, haha, your wife's hot. Like,
did you see what Jerry Jones said?
No.
What? Jerry goes, I have a lot of respect for Tom, and my respect went up 100-fold when he married Giselle. She's very attractive, and it just shows what kind of person he is. Like, are you kidding me, dude?
Is Jerry Jones like a low-key sleazeball or no?
Oh, he's a high-key sleazeball.
Yeah, okay. Because I feel like all NFL owners are somewhat sleazeball.
I'll throw Jerry Jones a bone. I read an article about Ed Warder's. His daughter was diagnosed with cancer as a child, and she was in the hospital in Dallas because Ed Warder was a beat reporter for the Cowboys at the time. And Jerry Jones called the hospital and said, whatever she gets, put it on my tab, paid for everything, offered to fly her to the Super Bowl, did a bunch of stuff like this.
Wow.
And like stays in touch with all of them. And so
that's awesome.
He gets a bad rap.
Yeah.
I like Jerry Jones.
Yeah, he seems like a philanthropic guy. He seems like a nice guy. Just like it's like all like any NFL owner that's.
He's like Paterno at the end of the game, man. He's
really.
Yeah, when Paterno wasn't wearing the headset on the sideline.
Yeah.
That's where Jerry's right now.
That's Jones. Yeah.
He's just staying stuff. Like after the game, he said, "What can you do with Whedon as your quarterback?" 2 weeks after, he said, "It's a beautiful thing." Frustrating. All right, let's move on.
Mm-hmm.
There's an exciting event happening right now at 7:23 in home tonight, Dave.
Yeah, I think they're home. Yeah.
So
got the jersey out, so it's official.
Maybe we could talk a little Bruins.
Okay, I can start us off there. So the Bruins, there's only really 2 ways this season goes down. They're going to be awful.
Yep.
Or they're going to somehow be good.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's going to be
Absolute. No middle ground.
There's no one's
No middle
expecting
ground.
us to be like nasty.
Yeah, there's going to be no like,
Including
oh, they missed the
Bruins.
playoffs by like 2 games. It's going to be we're in the lottery or
Yep.
like we're like in the playoffs.
Yeah, like we're not winning the division.
Yo, with Tampa Bay, not a chance.
No.
Like the Bruins' big issue is their defense. That
Oh, big.
Seidenberg's out, Chara's out. They traded away Dougie Hamilton, which I understand doing. Like there was talk he wasn't happy. You want to get some draft picks back. I understand that. But the thing is, you didn't bring in anybody to replace him.
Yeah. You know
Exactly.
what I mean? If you had like,
There was room there.
Frustrated.
The rumor mill had been spinning that Kevin Shattenkirk, who's a former BU boy,
Yeah.
was on the market for
From the Blues.
St. Louis.
Mhm.
But unfortunately, there was no movement there. They dealt Oshie. It looked like that was all they were going to do. I would have liked to see him here. He's a big boy. Would have been a great. Probably would have been one of our top 4. Definitely would have been one of our top 4 defenders.
oh yeah,
Now our
Absolutely.
best. Now we got Torrey Krug, Adam McQuaid, and then like we got a bunch of just new kids. You got Kevin Miller, Colin Miller, Zach Trotman, and I don't even know who that last
Is that
guy
Bartkowski still on the team?
Yeah, unfortunately, Bartkowski is still
Oh,
on
I
the
forgot
team.
about
Oh,
that
wait.
fucking guy. Damn it.
I ridiculously hate Matt Bartkowski so much.
I have such an irrational hatred of Matt. Not even irrational. I think it's very justified hatred of Matt Bartkowski.
Like I'm not kidding. I would rather take the awful months of Thomas Caberlet we had in 2013
That was
over
the worst.
the entire career of Matt. I would actually have. Who is that player that like ruptured his spleen with one game for the Bruins? It was a defenseman who we traded to Colorado.
Mhm.
Can't remember. I'd rather Matt Hunwick. I would rather have him like mid-surgery on the ice than Matt Bartkowski. That's
me
how
throw-
much I hate him.
Dave, let me throw something at you here. Matt Bartkowski or Dennis Weidman? Who would you rather see in a Bruins uniform?
That one sucks. I really hate Dennis Weidman.
He is
Are we
the
talking
worst.
about Weidman making like a comeback tour or just
Just Weidman like what he was for us?
Oh. Weidman probably just because he had somewhat of a career in Florida afterwards, like after the trade for Horton, like
Yeah.
maybe just because there's like some upside there. I have
Yeah.
not seen a play in which
Yeah.
I'm like Matt Bartkowski did well. Like
Yeah, Bartkowski's just always out of position. He has no idea what he's doing out there.
where's number 43? Like
Yeah.
That
Everything
just-
about
right
him
there.
bad. Yeah.
like
No,
Offen-
yeah,
offensively.
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Offensively for the Bruins, it's gonna be a little bit rough going. You're gonna see how their lineup goes there. Pasternak should be good. He's coming off of a good rookie season here, so I have big expectations for him. And we traded Lucic, but we were able to get Bolesky back in the free agent market. I like Matt Bolesky. He's a good strong forward. He skates really well. I don't know where they're gonna put him. If they're gonna put him on the top or the second line. I like Jimmy Hayes. Jimmy
Yeah, I
Hayes.
love Jimmy Hayes.
Love Jimmy Hayes.
I love Jimmy Hayes at BC, man.
Oh
They're-
my God.
The
He's so
Bruins
good.
would be a
That was
lot of
glory
people,
days.
a
The
lot
Hayes
of people,
Hayes Kreider line.
Yeah, that was unreal. When they had like Tommy Cross like anchoring their defense too.
Dude, do we have Tommy Cross? Let's bring him up. He's in our minors, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's in Providence, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not doing well.
No.
Uh,
I didn't think he would.
What is it? Yeah. So yeah, going back to what I was saying, basically, Jimmy Hayes. The Bruins would do well if they put Jimmy Hayes on the Bergeron and Marchand line. A lot of people don't want to play him that high, but Bergeron can't really muscle his way around there. Neither
Yeah.
can Marchand, obviously. So
Yeah.
you're going to need a bigger body.
I like that.
So it would be good there.
Two lefties on the wing.
I'm glad they got rid of Carl Soderberg. Did not like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zach Ronaldo should be good just to get the fighting spirit going. It's going to be an interesting year. I hope Tuukka has a bounce back season from last year because I don't want to see like Malcolm Subban or Zane McIntyre.
Yeah,
in
they're
there.
not ready.
Yeah.
They're not ready.
Especially with Svedberg going to the KHL.
Yeah. We'll talk a little Eastern Conference here because there's a team on the rise that you may not know about. The Jackets. The Columbus Blue
Jackets.
Jackets. Never bring a stick to a cannon fight, George. All right? Join the battle. Jackets Army.
Did you know a Blue Jacket is a Union soldier? It's not like a
I
bug.
did not. I did
I
not.
didn't know that. We were at the game
I
and because the mascot's a bug. I thought it was like a yellow jacket but blue.
Yeah, that's what like their logo was like before the lockout.
Yeah,
I
it's
never,
a Union
I never once
soldier.
thought that through, actually.
So
I never
that's-
knew what that meant.
they're gonna be pretty good. They got Cam Atkinson. on
Love
the team.
Atkinson.
They just traded for Brendan Saad. They're
They got
gonna
Saad? They
Yeah.
got Saad?
Yep.
Damn.
I
Johansson's on the
think
team.
they still got
They're
too. Yeah.
they're
Who's in
gonna
net
make the
for that?
playoffs. What?
They have the guy
Oh,
who won the
Sergei
guy who won the
Bobrovsky, dude.
Vezina.
Won
Yeah,
the-
Oh,
Bobrovsky.
Bobrovsky?
He
Oh,
won the Vezina 2 years ago.
no, he's solid.
Dude, they're gonna be around. You know what I mean? Last year they just got injuries and they kind of had a lull there, but they got hot at the end of the year. The year before I think they won the series, right? Or no, they might
They
have
beat
lost.
Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it'd be exciting. I hope so. I'd love to go to some playoff games around here.
Who
yeah, definitely.
$8
Who-
ticket to go to the games.
who is the guy on the Jackets? I can't remember his name. He went bankrupt last year.
Oh, Jack Johnson, Banana Pancake.
Jack Johnson. Like, did you hear about that story? That was awful.
Yeah, his parents.
Like he gave his parents like power of attorney, and they're like, "Don't worry, we'll take care of you."
Yeah.
And then like he looks at his bank account like 2 months later, and he's getting all these debt notices. It's not like a
That's
$6.5
shitty.
million contract. He's
Yeah.
broke.
That's bad. All right. We'll go quick. We'll go back. Talk a little football, and then we'll talk baseball. Actually, we'll go right now. We'll talk baseball. What do you guys? Wild card games, obviously, super exciting. Cubs Nation got the win
Cubs
last.
Nation, baby.
Yeah.
My bandwagon team of choice, the Mets, hasn't started yet.
Mhm.
But I'm on the Cubs too. I'd be happy if either of them won.
Yeah.
Very happy the Yankees lost, of course.
Obviously.
You hate to see it.
The Yankees. Speaking of
You know what
phony
you hate to
teams,
see? You hate to see a team that gave up. They
Yeah,
gave up.
no.
A-Rod, just no chance.
He quit.
They gave up. No fight.
Yeah.
And I mean, they faced a good pitcher and they faced a good team, but there was.
Mhm.
Oh, Astros
Yeah.
too. That's one thing. Like so many
Yeah.
teams you could root for this year. If the Cardinals are out, you can root for any team.
I want Cards and Dodgers out, and that's it. And then I'll root for anyone
yeah.
else. I don't care.
See,
Because it's all
I'll-
underdogs. It's like everyone's an underdog.
I'll even root
Give
for
me,
the
give me a
Dodgers. just-
Houston versus or a Toronto, Toronto-Chicago series. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I just want it as like obscure as possible. Just like two teams that are never there.
Royals, Cubs.
That would be something. That
Royals,
would be
Cubs,
something.
or even Astros, Cubs.
Yeah, Astros, Cubs. The way the Astros have been the last few years.
Yeah, you got to be. It's exciting though. I love the play-in game. I'd hate it if it was
Love it.
my team, but I
Yeah, no, that'd be.
love it.
that would
Because
suck.
playoff baseball, it's literally like that game is like overtime playoff hockey.
Yeah.
What is it, Tim? Speaking of the phony alert, the Yankees obviously have to be on the phony alert,
Oh.
right? Like,
We're
Oh,
gonna
big
go
time.
by the phony alert. One sec. Actually, we're gonna
well,
load up
hold on. I want to talk about Cubs Nation, baby, led by Jake Arrieta. Kyle Schwarber has the ball. Has that ball landed yet?
Warbo.
Holy
was a-
Jesus!
That was a bomb.
Dexter
Nuclear.
Fowler 3 for 4, 3 RBIs.
I love
Like-
Fowler being a contributor.
That was absolutely
Jake
nuclear.
Arrieta gets hit right on the hip. Like they get into like a mini scruffle. Then he goes complete game shutout 4-hitter.
Yeah.
And I can't remember the guy's name. The dude who freaked out and like started punching the water cooler.
Dude, that guy's like low key psycho. Did you
Did
see
you
his comment after the game?
No, I didn't. What happened?
He was saying I apologize to the water cooler, like we talked it out and everything's okay, like it's okay, God like made it okay or something. He's like Russell Wilson to a whole another level. He's a
Yeah,
weird
did you
dude.
see what I said on Twitter?
No.
What did you
It was
say?
my dad is the coach, so I made the All-Star team
Yeah.
starter pack. The kid strikes out 3 times every game.
What is it? That guy literally like I don't know if you guys saw like the vines they were posting on Twitter. It was just like him mouthing like I'm gonna fucking kill you to like some dude on the Cubs. Like so that's like
Like, dude,
that's like not okay. Like Jesus
yeah, no,
Christ.
that guy's got some
mine.
issues.
And just
Okay.
like look at him. Like he looks like a murderer.
Are we good with a little baseball? We good? Anything else you want to hit?
Cubs in 3.
Are we gonna get Poo Poo Pants Kershaw? Or are we gonna get?
I think we're getting poo poo pants. I think we might get poo poo pants Greinke. Honestly.
No, I think Greinke's gonna
No,
show up.
I don't want
I don't
Greinke
know.
to
He's
be-
not. I don't know.
I don't want Greinke next year on the Red Sox. I want Price.
I want
Read a
Price.
lot about Greinke. I don't think Greinke has the stones to pitch in Boston.
I agree.
Like he's not crazy enough. Like
Yeah.
PV was crazy enough in like the end, but like Lackey was came around, but it takes a while. And
Yeah.
you want a guy in his prime, like Beckett was crazy enough the first couple of years, and Lester was crazy enough. So
Yeah,
I
like
kind
John
of
Lester.
Cubs too. Lester and Theo, good for them, man.
And you need to be willing to take some shit if you're gonna come play at Fenway.
Yeah.
Like you have to be ready to get abused.
Like Ted Williams, one of the best Red Sox players ever. He would like during his time, people hated like some people hated him because when he got booed, he would like turn to left field and just spit at people in the crowd. Like
I love it. That's what
Dang.
you need.
there's
Dude,
just
I
like,
miss old-fashioned baseball.
like just full on like loogies in people's face. Like
We need more
All right.
of that in the game.
Moving on to the first ever phony alert.
Oh, Christ. The sound
Week
effects added
5.
such a dimension to this.
Week 5 has come. We saw the Buffalo Bills, the big bad Buffalo Bills, and what did we get? How bad was that game? I watched the entire thing because I was hoping the
God,
Giants
it
were going
wasn't
to lose. God, dang it! They were so bad. They were so bad. And God, they're so bad. I couldn't even like the tackling on the Rashad Jennings touchdown and the Tyrod Taylor is just. You know what I mean? Like
I don't know, dude.
No, like here's my thoughts on the Bills is Rex Ryan, like I won't deny he's a great defensive mind, hell of a motivator, like the players love him. But at the same time, that he is the most undisciplined football team in the NFL.
Yeah.
Like he cannot get those guys to play disciplined football. I don't like that's the difference between him and a Bill Belichick. I gotta stop bringing it back to the Pats. But I mean, like that team against the Pats, what was it like 6 personal fouls or something? They had a bunch last week too. Like they're just all over the place. Like they're great defense. Tyrod Taylor looked good at times, looked terrible last week, but he doesn't know how to coach a disciplined football team.
You're only as good as your quarterback, dude. I get
Yeah.
it's his 4th career start or whatever.
Yeah.
The Giants aren't that good. They're not.
No.
They're not.
That defense especially is not that
They're
good.
not.
What is it? Another team that's definitely in the phony alert? Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks, dude. They're awful. Like, I feel like we haven't discussed it yet. The batting the ball in the end zone, non-call.
Yeah. Dude,
That
what?
was like.
How
You're
do
an
the officials
NFL
not know
referee.
the rules? How do you not know the rules?
I'm sorry. I don't. I thought that was going to be better. The
I like
batting
that
the
one.
ball.
I like that one.
Dude, you don't, first of all, you don't fumble the ball. You can't. If you're the best wide receiver in the league, you can't fumble the ball there.
Yeah.
However, that's bad.
What is it? If you look at like the photos, like the guy's in the end zone by himself, and he just like knocks it out. Like you can't fall on it.
Yeah.
You should be able to review a penalty inside the end zone.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now, it wasn't
Sure,
even like
but
a
you
subtle
able to
thing, like he just
any-
tapped it.
You should be able to review anything in the end zone. It's like,
Like
dude, hockey has instant replay for one thing, and it's to see if you kick or bat the puck. That's it. Or
Or like crease violations and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Like, it's for anything like
But
regarding
still,
the
like
goal.
it's such a small thing, and in the number one instant replay sport, they don't do that. It's like
Yeah.
there's no common sense in refereeing. It's like the Dez play. It's like the Eifert play 2 weeks ago. There's no a Calvin Johnson play where he scored, he put the ball on the ground. Dude, there's no common sense.
Yeah.
It's so computerized, and yet at the same time, they don't let it be computerized. George,
Yeah, I know.
who's your
Yeah.
phony alert?
Phony alert. Team. I don't know if this counts, but I say the Rams. I know no. Yeah. I don't because I feel like they do this every year. They like get us all hyped up, and they like have come out with like a few big wins, like beat the Seahawks, get a new quarterback. Everyone thinks they're going to be something, and then they always just end up like around 8-8, 500. It's just I don't know.
Yeah, Gurley looked good though.
Gurley did look good. He does
Gurley
look
looked
good.
real good.
Yeah,
All right.
he
And
runs like-
and also like for Matt, who's not here, his would obviously be the Colts. I'm assuming, right? Like there's terrible.
Yeah.
Well, the Colts have been my phony alert since day one.
True.
Yeah.
You can't steal my phony alert. All right, we're gonna go to our new
And the Eagles.
and the Eagles. Yes, of course. I put the kibosh, put them on the Super Bowl together. Eagles. Maryland's firing their coach. They're basically gonna offer Chip Kelly the White House. I hope he takes it.
Yeah.
I don't know. But he just scares me. You know what I mean? Like any week they could blow up.
Mhm.
But that being said, it's going to take a long time for this team to get back up because he's taking everything good about them.
Yeah.
So I hope that goes bad. We're going to start a new segment at the end of the show called the walk-off bat flip. Basically, we're going to go around the room. Player of the week. Your home run killed it. Player of the week. Dave, who you got?
All right, I'm gonna do a little screen sharing for you gentlemen here.
Oh, wow.
Fancy. You got a
Damn, this is a
fancy
low-budget
boy.
program, man. I don't know if we can.
It's gonna be crazy. Don't you worry. But I'm gonna try. All right, hold on. Actually, nope, I hit the wrong one. I think I just screen shared. All right.
I just see me.
Yeah, hold on. I think okay, just screen shared the wrong one. I'm gonna do the desktop. Okay. So for you guys that don't know, BU played Acadia in their first scrimmage of the year. Acadia is just a team from Canada, nothing that big. We're welcoming a new freshman class of 5 big freshmen. One mainly is BU's first Swedish player ever. His name is, hold on here, Jakob Forsbacka Karlsson. Now, Jakob
Bruin, right? He's a Bruin,
Yep,
right?
he's a Bruins draft pick. His nickname is JFK, right here, as you can
That's
see.
awesome.
He scored 2 goals, and one of them was a penalty shot. This one is a video that we
I saw this.
I saw this,
we
yeah.
acquired through a gentleman who goes to BU. It's slow motion, so just watch and see how it goes. If it loads.
Damn.
Christ.
Just absolute. Okay, and don't know how to stop that one now.
Just go no screenshot.
Just go one last time. Fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. So yeah, he is my player or MVP of the week.
Mr. Chunius.
My MVP of the week, I was going to go Devontae Freeman, but I feel like we talked about him already, so I'm going to stay right at home, too. I'm going to go Thad Smith, wide receiver, Boston College. Shut up, Mike. Mike's laughing at that. No, I know we lost to Duke. I know our offense is terrible, but at least someone's trying. Like he only had 2 catches, but 99 yards, deep touch. He's a dude. He came out. He's trying. He's running like creative routes, which we apparently don't know how to do. Most of our deep balls are just like everyone just runs straight down the sideline, and then our quarterbacks just try to show how far they can throw it. But yeah, no, he looks great. He's a good athlete, fast, good route runner. Should have had a second touchdown, but it was BS call that overturned it. But yeah, I'll take Thad Smith, the dude.
All right, I guess that is the most important for last. I'm gonna go right on Dave's Cubs bandwagon, and I'm gonna say Jake Arrieta. Dude, the Pirates didn't stand a chance. They didn't stand. That was the most dominant no-hitter in the playoffs. Like, man, Christ, that was scary. And Drew Brees maybe gets a half one there, playing on half a shoulder. Granted, if I was the defensive coordinator, I would have made him throw deep, but I'm not. And they didn't, and they lost, and they won. The Saints won. By the way, the pick play situation, I gotta say it. This is my walk-off moment. It's unbelievable in the NFL right now. So many pick plays ruining everything. What do you think, crowd? Oh, they agree. Yeah, that's really it. I'm gonna go Arrieta. Just balled out, absolutely balled out, and guys like that. You get Arrieta and Lester, 1-2 punch. You could do something.
Exactly.
You could really do something.
The Mets got that too, though.
After he got plunked, I love it. What?
The Mets got that too with Harvey DeGrom and Syndergaard.
Yeah.
Harvey's soft.
Harvey's
That's because of Scott Boras.
Harvey's going to be out of there in a year. Mark my words.
Dude, he's just not the right. Imagine if he was in Boston. He was doing this in Boston.
They would run him out of town.
He'd be crucified.
Dude. Wow, it's bad. All right. Any last words as we go around here? George?
I just farewell to Don Orsillo, it was tough to watch that punt.
You're kidding, right?
No.
That was it's the third week in a row we've done that.
Have we done that 3 weeks in a row?
I did that
3 weeks in a row.
Yep.
All right, the third farewell to Don Orsillo.
What a guy.
Mm.
Tim?
Just pray for me this weekend, guys. It could be really bad. I'm also just have mercy, And if you want to be harsh on me, you can't be harsh on me when things are going bad. So if this is for the fans, and you guys are good, but the fans, all 3 of you, if you want to trash me, I don't really care. Do what you want. I got Brandon Whedon playing quarterback. We'll see you in February. Dave.
This one is more of just a professional note for everybody out there. Currently, we're now accepting applications for the Cubs bandwagon. It's going to be really good. We're going to be making a lot of stops because I know a lot of people are going to be getting on here. I'm driving. Chew, fucking chew. Let's go, Cubs. It's going to be great. Taking on the Cardinals, Cubs in 3.
All right. And finally, T-shirts. Next week.
I am going to be talking to, I'm going to try to go through Citizens Bank instead of Bank of America just because way different accounts are going right now. If not, I'll have that all set up by the end of the week.
Perfect.
I know
So
I said
give
that
us-
last week, but I'm actually going to do it this week.
Give us all your money. That's
One
like
more.
$30. One more? Yeah.
There it is.
Storm Talk 5. See you next
Boom.
week. Thanks
you,
for
boys.
watching.
Peace.